Hi everyone, welcome back to Nga Girls Corner.
Gaya Bashay.
One next.
As you can see, things are a little bit different. If you are our viewers or subscribers, maybe you don't know about this, but we live in Virginia, and currently we have some inclement weather, so we were not able to meet. But we decided that we still wanted to put out content. We still wanted to talk to our viewers, our fans, our friends, our family members, and stuff. So we decided to do this video via Zoom. So I'm going to now leave it to Queen, and she's going to lead us into our topic.
Hi everyone. So today we're going to be talking about a young woman. This is news that we found on 13 News Now, and we wanted to bring it out there because it's going to allow us to a perfect opportunity to allow us to share content about pregnancy, specifically within like maybe the African community, like births and postpartum, how we're treated in the hospital, speaking for ourselves, advocating for ourselves. So this will move us into like a series type of thing yet to come. Like I said to some of you, there's more coming, so continue watching. And I will share my screen right now so you'll all see exactly where we got the information from. Great. Okay. So this is it. I'm not going to play the video because it can be a little laggy. So I'm just going to read a snippet of like the information that we have. Hobbs' mother caught dumping newborn under house arrest until trial. So her name is Alexis Avila. She was caught on a surveillance camera leaving her baby in the dumpster. Honestly, viewer discretion. If any of you have the opportunity to go back and watch this, it's if you're a mother, even if you're not a parent, it will hit you really hard. How she just like took the baby out of the car and just like dumped the kid. She will stay under house arrest at this point with the ankle monitor until her trial. She had the baby on January 7th, and I believe a couple of days later, January 10th is when she decided to toss the baby in the dumpster. The baby was in the trash longer than, and she was in jail for only about an hour, and then they released her. So that's really like, a synopsis or like a brief overview of like exactly what this information is about. And this is the young lady. She's really young herself. According to the news that we saw, she's only 18 herself. So she's a very young mother. Like I said, if you have the opportunity, after we post this, please definitely go watch it for yourself and see where we're coming from. And at this point, I will stop sharing my screen so the girls can discuss this particular. Okay, so you guys, after hearing it, and I know for the girls, I sent it to you, so you've seen it ahead of time. How do you feel watching the video, or just like, me rehashing it back?
I think it's really ridiculous that she spent less time in jail than the child spent in the dumpster, because I'm like, I can't, it doesn't make sense to me how our system works. I don't get how the court works. Nothing makes sense to me, because I hate to bring race into it, but if she was of a different skin color or skin tone, this discussion would go a very different way, because that mother would still be sitting in jail, not house arrest. Like, really? Like, I didn't know that when you commit such a heinous crime, granted the child is not dead, but like, I didn't know that if you commit such a crime, you get to go out on bond and you get to sit in your house arrest. I mean, there are kids who get caught stealing chips from the store and they go to jail straight. They don't get bond. They don't get to go sit in your house and wait for the trial or whatever goes on in the court system. But I guess in her case, she benefited. So I don't know. It's a bit ridiculous, in my opinion.
And I'm looking at a little bit of other information. There are some exceptions. She'll be able to go to her doctor's appointment, her job and court mandated counseling appointments. She can also attend church services if her parents choose to attend as well. So I don't know. It's like nobody's holding her accountable for what she did to this child. Granted, the baby didn't die. So maybe it's because the baby didn't die. It's not manslaughter, or like, it hasn't gotten to that point, but she's unfit. I don't know. Is it postpartum?
She's sick in the head.
It's what?
Is she sick in the head? Is she
The
depressed?
news is not
She just
saying.
had a baby. Is she having postpartum? Is she having issues?
They
but
didn't say.
But like Vetusa said, we're looking at it based on, oh, she had the baby, and then whatever went through her mind, she put the baby in the dumpster, and then she only spent an hour. From what Vetusa is saying, that sometimes it comes involved in skin color, like your race and things like that. I remember back in the day when I was a teenager, I worked in a restaurant, and there was a lady. She was eating with her children, and I think she yelled. It was a black lady. She yelled at her child, and someone saw it. Someone saw it, called the cops. The moment they came, they took the child from the mom. They took the child automatically from the mom. So what she's trying to do, yes, they took the child, and then they moved the mom to the side. They took the child. So it was we had two officers came in, a male and a female, and the female one was talking to this little child, asking this little child like so many questions. And if you know the system that we live in, there's a way they can ask children questions for the child. It's like that
implicate their parents.
It's not question. It's what they put
like the mom was bad. Yeah, so then, but for her being of a different race and a newborn, think about it. This is not a child who can walk.
Less than 24 hours old.
And you are telling me that the system took this opportunity to speak for the mom instead of standing for the child. A baby who can talk.
The child who didn't ask to be born. My question is she sick in the head? Is she mentally crazy?
No, but think about this. Even if she's mentally crazy, I hate to say this, but that's not my business.
No, don't get me wrong.
Stephisha, what I'm trying to say is this. If it was a black lady, but Stephisha, if it was a black lady and they ruled her to have a mental illness, she would not be home.
They wouldn't even rule the black lady. If the black lady had a mental illness, they won't rule that in favor of her.
Yes, so what I'm trying to say is,
in such a way, I can favor.
Because if she's
stupid, we live in the system where we always speak for children, right? The system always speak the side of a child. Or are they trying to tell us when it comes to race, they pick the race over the child? Is that the system
left behind? But
honestly, and I don't think they're making
there are facilities. There are places where you can actually go for help.
I think if she knew she wasn't capable from the
parents. I'm sorry. You mentioned that if she wants to go to church with her parents, she's allowed to go. Why didn't she go give that child to her parents?
The child was less than 24 hours. So I think she was just like released from the hospital. And it looks like she probably hasn't even gone home with the child, like right from the hospital. I don't know where she lives, but my thing is maybe she's going through postpartum, but if she knew she wasn't comfortable, capable of taking care of the child, there's adoption agencies. You can drop the kid off with them. You can talk to the hospital. Actually, they talk to you when you're pregnant throughout the whole pregnancy phase. And nurse talks to you. Every time you go, they ask you, do you what are your plans? If you didn't know,
the baby
comes, because this is America now. Sorry,
if the system gave the child back to the mom, which means the mom is fine. Think about it.
Which means she didn't tell anybody, but Princess, she didn't tell anybody that she had a problem and she couldn't take care of the child.
So which means, because from what I know and from the way the system works, is they actually have to do their research to make sure that this child is going to be fine. This child is
before they give the child back.
You guys think about it. The first few hours after you deliver, they don't ask you those postpartum questions. They actually allow you to take the child home. It's the next appointment when they ask us postpartum questions. So nobody has had the opportunity to ask them. I want to give the child for adoption.
Did they release her out of the hospital on her own? Because last I checked, you cannot drive.
Yes, if you're the only person, they will release.
They will release you out.
If she had a natural birth or a vaginal birth, then she was able to be able.
It doesn't look like she's the only person. She has parents.
She has other people.
Yes.
And I think for her to the baby was in the dumpster longer than she was in jail. so something, it's the whole thing, I don't know, like you said,
the whole thing doesn't, it doesn't add up. And if this is a true story, then I don't know, the system doesn't really work for some people. That's all I can say.
The baby was in the dumpster for 5.5 hours.
This is so wrong.
For me,
it's so wrong.
The system is actually failing the child, because
it's not failing. They've already failed, my dear.
They're going to continue to fail the child.
Going to continue. This is going to go to trial, and then they're going to determine like what happens.
Me, the girl should not be. She should be sitting in jail, or she should be sitting in a mental institution. One of the above. She should not be. But like, I don't get it, because if she's not mentally okay and sound, first of all, let's rule out skin color or whatever. First of all, if any woman is going through this, why are you not getting her the help she actually needs? Why are you not putting the child in a situation where it's better for the child? What's to show that if she...
Have you also noticed that before you leave the hospital, the nurses, they watch out for these things. They just don't give you your child to go. They don't do that. If they stop asking the question, they observe you before they let you go.
Well, then that means this woman planned it. I hate to say it. It's called acting. She acted very well.
And honestly, if the surveillance camera didn't catch her, the baby would have died. But eventually they would have caught her, because wouldn't the child be like a oh no, nobody would have known whose baby.
No. Think about it.
No, but they should register the baby in the hospital.
That child is going
to die. A newborn, sometimes it's hard to distinguish whose child.
No, and also you can choose to register your children outside of the hospital. You don't have to do all the paperwork in the hospital. Some people take them home.
Yeah, to do it. But then they still take information. They still have some sort of information.
Yeah, this is it's really dicey. And yes, I want people to like, comment and let us know, like, if you've experienced, like, if you've read it anywhere, or how you felt, even for us sharing with you. People
I can't think so much about it. It's getting me upset. So first of all, you are able to carry the baby for all the 9 months. I'm not saying abortion is good though, but I'm just saying you are able to do the ding dong, keep the baby for solid 9 months, have the baby, and then you drive your car and they just go dump the baby in a trash can.
Yeah. That says a lot about you as a human being.
No,
you could have even, I think you could have even like gone to somebody's door and left the baby and
run. Left the baby there.
The hospital.
Yes, thank you.
Actually, she could have told the nurses too, honestly, I don't think I'm ready to take this baby home. Please, somebody help me. They would have done something. Like I said, this is America, like, a third world country or someplace that people are not, the help is not there. Besides, she probably didn't even pay for her like hospital like care or like delivery fee, nothing. So nothing should drive you to get to that point. We can't make it
always help.
Yeah.
Somebody's praying for this child. Somebody's praying, oh God, just one child.
Yeah. This story,
once you know, get to know once.
This reminds me of like a teen girl. I saw her video, and what happened with her was she gave birth. She was like 14, but she has the body of like a, already developed quickly. So
she was able to get the pregnancy.
And she literally carried her baby. She gave birth to the baby, and she walked into a store. It was like a Chinese restaurant. There was a little, like a Black lady sitting there as well. And the girl was Black herself. She just walked in there with her baby. She seemed like she needed help. And she just asked the woman, like, can you hold the baby?
And never came back.
She just walked out and left. And so then the woman who she gave the baby to called the cops. But that shows at that 14-year-old, at that point, the girl was matured because she knew she couldn't take care of her child, but she made the decision that rather than just
the baby,
I found somebody.
I won't kill the baby. I won't.
Will then make a proper decision for the child. So then the child ended up being put in the system and getting adopted. There were multiple things she could have done to avoid this whole situation. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, this is going to
our viewers know,
our pregnancy series. So
they should let us know, like, those, if you've read the story, you've heard about it or something, let us know. What do you think about it? Do you think, like, is the system right? Is the system wrong? Is the mother, like, what she did? Like, whatever you think, just share with us. We're here, we'll read it. Sometimes it brings laughter, it brings sadness, everything. We'll just enjoy it.
Yeah.
But before we
So,
go, sorry, go ahead.
sorry, I was just gonna say, with this topic and what we talk about, if you should ever get to a point where you have a child where I don't know what will cause you to go dump the child somewhere, there are people who will help you. There are facilities that will take your child in. Whatever the case is, go somewhere better than just trash can, dumpster. Please.
Yeah.
Please. It's a life. Please.
I agree. So we do want to say thank you all for this video, for tuning into this video. Like Queen said, it's going to lead us into our childbirth series coming down the line. We have the videos planned and everything. So, but we do want to thank you all, and we want to say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell button, share our videos. Please share our videos. And as you can see, we're willing to do what we need to do to bring you the content. We told you.
Yes, young girls are not playing.
They're coming better than ever.
Subscribe.
Whether it's Zoom, Discord, whatever it is, WhatsApp video, we are coming. So yes, but before we go, thank you very much. And God girls are out.
Out.